There is a place in the universe so empty, a civilization born there might believe the cosmos was almost theirs alone. The stars would still shine above them, but beyond their galaxy, the deeper universe would disappear into a silence too large to question. And the strangest part? This place is real. When we picture space, we usually picture light, stars, galaxies, bright things scattered through the dark. But zoom out far enough, and that image starts to break. The universe is not filled evenly. Galaxies gather into walls, threads, knots, and clusters, a vast cosmic web stretched across billions of light years. And between those glowing structures are enormous regions where almost nothing shines. Cosmic voids. They are not small gaps. They are not empty rooms between galaxies. They are continents of darkness. The universe is less like a city and more like a sponge. Matter clings to the edges. The middle becomes hollow. And one of the most famous hollows we have ever found sits in the direction of the constellation Boötes. Astronomers call it the Boötes Void, but it has a better name: the Great Nothing. The Boötes Void is roughly 700 million light-years away. That number is already absurd, but distance is not what makes it disturbing. Size is. This region stretches more than 300 million light-years across. If a beam of light entered one side before the first dinosaurs walked the Earth, it would only be reaching the other side around now. Inside a volume that large, you would expect thousands of galaxies. Instead, we have found only a few dozen. Not zero. That part matters. The Boötes Void is not completely empty. There are galaxies inside it, faint islands in the dark, cold little sparks spread across an ocean of nothing. And somehow, that makes it feel worse. A perfectly empty space would feel clean, almost simple. This feels abandoned. Imagine a single island in an ocean so wide that every horizon is black. No coast, no ships, no lights in the distance. Just one small fire in a room bigger than your mind knows what to do with. That is what a galaxy inside the Boötes Void would feel like. In the young cosmos, matter was not perfectly smooth. Some regions were slightly denser, others were slightly emptier. Tiny differences, almost nothing. But gravity is patient. Over billions of years, those small differences grew teeth. Denser regions pulled in more material. Emptier regions lost more of what they had. Galaxies gathered along filaments like dew on spider silk, while the spaces between them widened into voids. So the Boötes Void is not really a hole punched into space. It is a place the universe drained. Matter flowed away from it. Gravity pulled galaxies toward the surrounding walls. The center was left behind, stretched thin and quiet. There is something unsettling about that. The void is not attacking anything. It is just what remains when everything else leaves. Now imagine being born there. A world orbiting one of those rare galaxies inside the Boötes Void. Your night sky would still have stars because you live inside a galaxy. You would have constellations, planets, moons, maybe myths, telescopes, arguments, bad science documentaries, all the usual stuff. But beyond your galaxy, the universe would feel poorer, quieter. The great walls of galaxies would be much farther away. Here on Earth, we learned that the Milky Way was not everything. Then we learned there were other galaxies, then clusters, then the cosmic web. But inside the Great Nothing, that story might unfold later. Slower, with more doubt. Imagine trying to prove the universe is crowded while living in one of its emptiest rooms. That is the haunting thing about voids. They do not just remove galaxies, they remove context. They change what the universe feels like to anyone trapped inside them. As matter gathers into walls and clusters, voids expand into the abandoned space between them. Smaller voids merge into larger ones. The cosmic web stretches. The bright filaments become thinner. The universe is not only expanding, it is becoming more lonely. Far in the future, galaxies beyond our local neighborhood will slip beyond reach. Their light will fade from the observable sky. The evidence of the wider cosmos will disappear. A future civilization may look up and see a universe that feels smaller than ours, darker. That is the real terror of the Boötes Void, a small taste of the universe's final direction. A universe that once burned with galaxies separated by distances too large to cross, too large to prove. Stay curious.